Cookies. So, I'm making a video about an issue in my life, something that I have struggled with that not many people know about. It's really not that important, but seriously, I'm upset about it. Well, it's an old issue, but here goes. So, I love cookies. There's a lot of things I love. I love cookies, I love puppies, I love dancing, I love my friends, I love my best friends, I love my family, I love my brother, excuse me, but something I really love is cookies. And the reason why is because, and I'm not saying like I'm a weird cookie eater, eat them all the time, but honestly, when you're having a bad day, and if you don't like cookies, there's honestly something wrong with you, because there are so many different kinds of cookies. I like all of them. I generalize it to like the typical ones, like the Oreo and the chocolate chip cookie, but I like them all. But I do like the general ones that everyone likes, usually. So, here's my issue. One time I made up the invention of a long Oreo. And not too long after I made this invention, well, me and my brother were talking about it, but I claim it because I'm way more passionate about it. So, anyway, I made up this long cookie thing, right? So, I was like, I'm gonna patent it, an Oreo that fits perfectly in the glass, because when you get a box of cookies, it doesn't tell you what kind of cup you're going to need to eat with the cookie. And everyone thinks they're so smart and they know exactly what cup to eat. What cup to have to eat the cookies. But a lot of the time you're wrong. You get the cup ready, you got the Oreos, even like the long ones that they have, whatever. You think that you're going to be able to fit your cookie into your glass, but sometimes you can't. And then what ends up happening, especially with the round ones, and this is a big issue for me, especially with Oreos, because they're always the same size and they're always the same roundness, but somehow I always end up getting the wrong glass. And I fill up the milk, or, oh, I hate this, is we have these glasses that they start off big at the top, so you get your hopes up and you're like, I won't drink that much milk, I'll just eat the cookies with the milk first and then I'll drink the milk. What ends up happening is I get the cookie far enough in the milk to have like 2 cookies dipped in the milk, and then I get really thirsty, so then I drink the rest of the milk, and then I have to pour another glass of milk, but I'm not even really that thirsty, so then I'm pouring another glass of milk to eat another cookie, then I end up eating the cookie and I'm full, and then it looks like I'm wasting. But I usually put it in the fridge, and then I'll have some later. My other complaint about cookies in general are the like Chips Ahoy, like the general chocolate chip cookies. They're called chocolate chip cookies, but a lot of the time they're just all a cookie. And I don't even really know how you define a cookie, because there's so many different kinds of cookies. That the chocolate chip cookie, the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie, what do we even know it's like? What is it made out of? I kind of like, when I was little, I didn't like them because I thought they were made out of like wood chips. And then they actually had chocolate chips in them, and that was the only reason why they were good. I actually think that it would make more sense if the cookie was all chocolate and the small part was the cookie, because it doesn't really make sense to eat a cookie with a tiny bit of chocolate but it's called a chocolate chip cookie. It should just be called cookie with chocolate chips. That also upsets me. I think that's pretty much the only thing I have wrong with cookies. But, if you honestly saw my pantry, right now there's a lot of cereal in there, but generally there are always different types of cookies. Because me and my dad, actually, and my brother, my dad's side, I guess, I don't know, my dad loves cookies, so we always have cookies in the pantry. But I really fight with it. I have to really find the proper cup that now I can eat all my cookies with. Because I don't really want to put milk in a mug. So, yeah, so, next time you go into your cupboard to get a cookie and have a midnight snack, don't think it's going to be the easiest thing in the world. You really have to think it out. They don't teach you this in science class, where they give you a cookie in different size glasses and say fill up the milk and then see how many you can eat with that glass of milk, but without pouring more milk in it. it's harder than you think. You end up having to break the cookie. And sometimes what happens is you put the cookie in and it ends up drowning. And then you lose it all in general. And then your milk ends up tasting weird and then you have all these soggy bits in it. You end up spending more on milk. I'm telling you. And that's all.